Wait, did he just tear up her check? The entire bank fell silent. The young woman stood frozen, her hands trembling, her eyes wide with disbelief as the manager's smug smile cut through the air like a knife. Before we dive into this unbelievable story, one that will shake your faith in how people judge others, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and stay till the end, because what happens next will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about respect and humility. It all began on a chilly Monday morning in Atlanta. A young black woman named Arielle Thompson, dressed in a plain gray hoodie and faded jeans, walked into First Central Bank. She was holding a check, a big one. $50,000. Her heart was pounding with hope. You see, Arielle had just finished her master's degree, something she worked 3 jobs to pay for, and her mother, whom she hadn't seen in years, had sent her this check as a graduation gift. She wanted to deposit it and finally pay off her student loans. But as soon as she reached the counter, the manager's eyes scanned her up and down with suspicion. He was an older man named Mr. Collins, known for his arrogance and his habit of judging customers by their clothes rather than their character. "Excuse me," he said, with a forced smile. "Where did you get this check?" Arielle blinked, confused. "From my mom. It's her gift to me." Mr. Collins leaned closer, his tone hardening. "Do you even know what kind of check this is? $50,000. This isn't a paycheck or a refund. People don't just hand out money like this." Her voice cracked slightly, but she stood her ground. "My mother owns a company." He cut her off sharply. "Sure she does. And I suppose next you'll tell me you're a CEO too." Some customers nearby chuckled quietly. Arielle's face burned with shame. But she didn't walk away. Instead, she took a deep breath. "Sir, I'm not lying. Please, just verify it. You can call her company." But Mr. Collins didn't even look at the check. He glanced at her hoodie again, shook his head, and said, "I don't waste time on fake checks. You people think you can scam your way into wealth." Then, with deliberate slowness, he ripped the check in half right in front of her. The paper fluttered to the floor. The sound echoed like thunder in Arielle's ears. Tears welled up in her eyes, but she refused to let them fall. She picked up the torn pieces silently and whispered, "You shouldn't have done that." He smirked. "I just saved you from going to jail." That was the final straw. Arielle turned and walked out of the bank, her chest tight with humiliation, her dreams momentarily shattered. But what Mr. Collins didn't know was who Arielle's mother really was. That evening, Arielle sat at a cafe across the street, still replaying the incident in her mind. After a while, she pulled out her phone and called her mother, Drive. Evelyn Thompson, CEO of Thompson Dynamics, one of the largest tech corporations in the state. Her mother's voice was calm but firm. "He tore the check." "Yes, Mom," Arielle said softly. "He didn't even check the system. He just looked at me and assumed I was lying." There was a pause. Then Evelyn said, "Don't worry, sweetheart. Tomorrow morning, we're going to fix this, permanently." The next day, First Central Bank opened like usual. Mr. Collins was at his desk, sipping coffee, when 2 luxury black SUVs pulled up outside. The bank doors swung open, and in walked a woman in an elegant white suit, followed by her assistant. Her presence commanded the entire room. "Good morning," she said coolly. "I'm Drive, Evelyn Thompson. I'm here regarding an incident involving my daughter, Arielle Thompson." Mr. Collins froze. The name hit him like a slap. The entire staff turned their heads. Even the security guard straightened up. I didn't realize," he stammered. Evelyn's gaze was cold and unwavering. "You tore up a valid check issued from my company's business account. Without verification, without reason, and in doing so, you humiliated my daughter in front of an entire bank." Mr. Collins' mouth opened, but no words came out. Evelyn continued, "I have already spoken with your regional director. Consider this your last day here." She placed a file on the counter. "And for your information, this bank will be losing Thompson Dynamics as a client, permanently." The entire room gasped. That meant millions of dollars in business, gone. Arielle, standing quietly behind her mother, finally looked up. She wasn't angry anymore, just heartbroken that people like him still existed. Before they left, Evelyn turned back one last time and said, "Next time you judge someone by their skin or their clothes, remember, you might just be tearing up your own future." Silence filled the bank. No one dared to move. That night, as Arielle and her mother sat together for dinner, Evelyn smiled softly. "You didn't deserve that, sweetheart. But I'm proud you held your head high." Arielle nodded, tears glimmering in her eyes. Thanks, Mom. I guess sometimes, people's ignorance says more about them than it ever could about us. Evelyn reached across the table, took her hand, and said, exactly. Never let anyone make you feel small. The world will always have people who judge, but power is knowing who you are, no matter who doubts you. And that's the message this story leaves us with. True worth doesn't come from how you look, but from who you are. If you felt moved by Ariel's strength and her mother's powerful lesson, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that inspire, uplift, and remind us that kindness, not judgment, defines real success.